Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Bud Thieme. He's the Secretary Treasurer and Oregon State Coordinator for the Missing in America Project. Bud, thanks for being here. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing well.
Very good. So what is the Missing in America Project?
We're a group of volunteers that work with funeral homes, coroners, basically anywhere there's cremated remains that have not been claimed. We identify the veterans and also spouses, look for relatives to place them with, to claim them, and then have them buried, if we can't find relatives, at a VA cemetery.
Wow, very cool. So what inspired you to get involved with this project?
Well, we started almost 8 years ago. We were going up to the VA cemetery locally, and they have a service once a month, and then we found out there were cremated remains at a funeral home in Idaho. And we thought, well, that can't be. And sure enough, it was true. That weren't claimed, I mean.
Right.
So
yeah.
Out of that, it developed that we formed this organization. Fred Salante formed it, and I happened to be there and said, I'll help you. So it evolved from there to now we're in more or less 40 states nationwide. I mean, yeah, across the nation.
Right. Wow.
And we've even done service in Canada.
Okay, so are funeral directors, are they contacting the organization? Or are you guys reaching out to them? How are these people found?
Well, basically, we go to the funeral homes. That's where most of them are. Some city states, they're at the coroner's office. It just depends. Mm-hmm. So we tell them who we are. And since we've started, you know, your first trip out is a little harder because they're like, who are you? But we've passed laws. Yeah, we're established now. We've worked with the legislators to pass laws in 13 states that didn't have or modified their laws, one or the other. So we show up now and they're like, oh, you guys.
Yeah. Well, it makes the job easier, as you said. Okay.
Really
so
does.
How do you fund this project?
We've started it just paying for it out of our own pocket.
Wow.
And, you know, we've done fundraisers, donations. They hear about us and they just have a heart for it, and someone will donate to us. We have a PayPal account where we get donations from $1 up to a few hundred, just from someone hearing about a service, seeing it on the news. So that's it in a nutshell. We have no grants, no government funding.
Wow.
Far as we know, and we've checked, we're the only group that's doing this nationwide in the manner that we're doing it.
Wow, that is pretty cool. So do you guys, once you find people and you try to go through this process, how do you guys wrap it up? Is there any kind of ceremony or something like that?
Yes, there is. In fact, on September 23rd, which is next week, we're having a ceremony. We work to the funeral home, Chapel of the Valley in Grants Pass, and we're going to take 15 veterans and 3 spouses from there, escort them in a procession up to the Eagle Point Cemetery and have a final closure. Wow. There will be a couple of family members there that we've located, but by and large, no family will be there. We represent the family.
Well, that's very cool. Well, thank you for what you're doing. That's very nice. So is anyone allowed to participate in the program? Do you guys, I mean, it sounds like it's volunteer. Do you welcome anybody in?
We do. There's no fees. There's no anything. If you just have a heart to help out. And an awful lot of our volunteers, many of them are not veterans. They just hear about what we do and like, oh my gosh, my dad was a veteran, my uncle, so they understand. They understand the meaning of being left on a shelf with no one to claim you when you've served your country.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah.
It kind of gets to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, just to think about that, just sitting there all alone, like, wow, you should be up at the VA cemetery with your brothers and sisters. I mean, women serve too, so you've got to give them credit.
Of course, yeah, of course. All right, so now if anybody wants to find out more about the project, how they can assist or they can volunteer, where would they go?
Well, there's 2 ways. Our best way is to go to our website, miap.us. And of course, the famous triple W in front of that, but everyone knows that now. That's the best way. Okay. It has our contacts across the nation.
Very good, yeah.
And the board of directors, and all you ever wanted to know is on there.
Yeah, well, it's so exciting. It's great to meet you. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
You're welcome.
It's a fantastic program, and I'm just really excited that you guys are doing it and hopefully get the word out about it.
Me too.
Thanks, bud. Stay with us. We'll be right back.